everyone, and welcome to this edition of the ECOP Conversation, where we highlight the journeys and insight of early career ocean professionals from around the world. So, we're very pleased today to be joined by Ali Alabyadh, who is going to share his journey as a marine scientist and also a diver. To start with you, Ali, could you please introduce yourself? Who are you, where you're based, and what you do in relation to the ocean?
Hello, and thank you, Joel, for hosting me in this ECOP conversations. I am honored to be here with you. My name is Ali Alabyadh, and I am from Saudi Arabia. And I'm currently doing my PhD at KAUST on the coast of the Red Sea in the west of Saudi Arabia. And my focus area is on coral reef restoration. So, working mainly on corals and how to grow corals faster and how to protect them from thermal stress.
That sounds really nice. And I was wondering if you could tell me about how you came to love the ocean, like how you got involved in ocean science.
My journey is, I think it's different. I hear a lot of people say that I was in love with the ocean since I was a child and I wanted to be a marine biologist since I was talking. But for me, it was different. So I had passion about nature in general and being in the mountains or going to woods and forests. But I started my career as a geologist. So the love for nature started in a different area. It started inland, but we also did some part of marine geology. And when we did marine geology through snorkeling in the Red Sea, Gulf of Aqaba, and also in the Caribbean, I saw the beauty of coral reefs, and that image stuck in my mind. But I kept with my career as a geologist, and I worked in petroleum engineering for 2 years. But in the pandemic, I had a lot of time to reflect, and I decided to change my career path. And I was looking for different opportunities. And I wanted to do something that is more for the environment, something more responsible, conscious. And I remember that I had this experience with coral reefs in studying the shallow marine environments as a geologist. But I wanted to come back to this area, but from a different pathway, from a different aspect. And as a geologist, the best link between geology and marine biology is coral for my studies because I did studies on carbonate geology, carbonate sedimentology, and corals deposit calcium carbonate to build their skeletons, which are the backbone of coral reefs. And I started applying, and I got this opportunity to do a master's degree in marine science at KAUST. And ever since, I'm enjoying this, and I got addicted to diving and studying coral reefs. So I continued with the PhD in the same field, but from a different area since I joined this project on coral restoration.
Was it easy for you to change, like to switch from being a geologist to like a marine scientist?
So there are challenges because doing marine science, a lot of it is marine biology. There is oceanography and physical oceanography, but the majority of the work that is done in my lab is microbiology also. So it's even a deeper field in biology. And there were challenges with this because I didn't have the basic background in many concepts. But through the foundation year and the mentorship from the senior members of the lab and my professor, my PI, Raquel Peixoto, I had great foundation and great training in the first year. And I was also steered in topics that are closer to my background. So I didn't go deep in microbiology from the get go. I was more working with coral physiology. So a more tangible concepts. And step by step, gradually, I started learning and picking up of course, also by doing the effort myself, by reading and looking for introductory courses. Also, these are offered in the university for the master's program. And I overcame these challenges, though now it has been 4 years. I learned a lot.
So, during these 4 years, what has been your most like favorite experience that you have like something special happening in these 4 years?
A lot of nice memories in this journey, but I think the highlight for me was since I joined the program 4 years ago, working in marine science. I have been looking forward to be on a research vessel and sail the world oceans. And in this year, this dream came to reality, and I applied for the Around Africa expedition, and I got selected to join this expedition and spend 1 month on board a research vessel, the Ocean Explorer. And we spent 1 month in the Atlantic Ocean, crossing the equator. There were a lot of unforgettable memories.
How was like the ship? Like, was it something, special? Like, was it a special ship? Was it magical, the experience and everything?
It was definitely magical, yeah. I I do a lot of field work for my studies here, but it's mostly a 10-meter boat, 11-meter boat, and you are just exposed to the weather with no protection, and it can be so uncomfortable, especially when you have humidity and the heat of our summer here. It's unbearable sometimes. But being on that ship is first of all, the technology is impressive. Uh, to get all the data and information we need from the ocean, it's not an easy environment. In some areas it's very deep, some areas it's very remote. But having the technological advances on a ship and also the qualified and very cooperative and collaborative crew can make this easier. And this was what I saw. It was uh, It was a great challenge that was made easy by the amount of work that people do and the advances that we have in the ocean exploration discovery technology, from the ROVs that can go so deep to 6,000 meters, and also the submersible that can go to 1,000 meters below the sea surface. These are environments that are so out of our sight, and having this opportunity with this technology to be there and document and take samples and describe these environment, and also to share the how it looks like, because a lot of people cannot imagine, okay, it's a deep sea and it's dark, there is nothing there. No, there are a lot of ecosystems, a lot of animals, a lot of even plants in these habitats that we need to know what they are, and we need to also understand how we can protect them.
I was wondering because you work on coral restoration. So I know you dive, right?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
like, were you a diver before, or it was like part of the PhD to dive? Like, do you actually take samples from the Red Sea, or do you actually like just take pictures, or how does it work?
I had this feeling that I want to change my career path long before I did it. So I had this, uh, how do you call it? Motivation, a feeling that I need to do something else since 2020. I joined the program 2021. So I had 1 year of preparation. And I thought that one thing that can really strengthen my profile, because I'm a geologist who works in petroleum, who wants to apply for marine science. So I thought that building my skills, first of all, getting the scuba diving certification way before starting the program also will give me an advantage, because marine science, it makes sense that they need divers and they want people who can go to the field. And also, even before joining the program, I learned how to do underwater photography. So I thought by getting these two skills on my own before joining the program will give me an advantage of being accepted in the program. So yeah, I started diving before joining the program. And now in the program, we do a lot of things underwater. We collect samples. That's one of the things we do. We collect samples either for lab analysis immediately, or we collect samples to bring them to our land-based nurseries for also for experiments or for just cultivation to grow them and keep a biobank of coral species, especially in times of coral bleaching and coral mortality. If we lose these genotypes, there is no way to bring them back. So keeping a good amount of coral genotypes from different genre and species is also important. And we also do in situ measurements, in situ metabolism experiments, for example. We have different tools for calculating or measuring the metabolism rate for corals, for example, photosynthesis, respiration, and also calcification. We can do that underwater through a device that's called KISMI.
So because you had a very like not a constant job, you have a lot, like you did a lot of things. What advice like do you give to ECOPs who like want to follow your path, like who are lost, like who are doing something but want to do something else related to the ocean?
This is not an easy thing to do. And in my experience, alhamdulillah, I had a pleasant experience doing this. But you have to really calculate your moves and know what are the consequences of what you do, because there will be some kind of hardships, because the the job market is not easy. And I did a leap of faith. I quit my job without securing anything, but it worked out in the end. I got accepted to the program. But if that didn't happen and I didn't get accepted, I had other plans. So always have plan A, but have plan B and C and D just to be secure, because the last thing you want to do is be insecure in your career and future, but also be courageous and take a chance. So take a calculated risk, because the thing that will keep you motivated is doing something that you enjoy and you are passionate about. So by all means, do whatever you want to do, but also be cautious with your actions and their consequences.
So my last question for you. So how can people support you?
Best way that you can interact with me and see my work is through social media. So for more professional aspects of it will be LinkedIn, but also for my photography and videography work, it's on social media on Instagram. And I'm planning to have a YouTube channel soon. The filmmaking and videography work is a long journey, and I'm in the first step in that. And I hope to improve a lot, and I'm learning a lot by myself. But hopefully, soon I will have some kind of structured learning so I can even be a better in what I do, better filmmaker than what I am doing now.
So okay, I will be adding your LinkedIn, Instagram accounts to the description, and when you have the YouTube, I will also add it. We're very excited to see to see you on YouTube.
Perfect.
So we're gonna wrap up now. Thank you, Ali, for this conversation, for joining us and sharing your journey today. I think that there's a lot of people who will be really interested in what you did and what you're doing now. So now I'm gonna say until next time to the
Mhm.
people who are watching, and see you in the next ECOP conversation. Bye.